over 20 years ago, I joined Constellation in its infancy when it was starting out, and Mark Leonard, who's the founder of Constellation, came up with a concept of creating an umbrella organization for holding vertical market software businesses. And what he had learned through his venture background is there was no good place for vertical market software businesses to thrive and grow. And so created Constellation as a theme and an idea to do that. As we grew out Constellation, we acquired a company called Jonas Software, and we acquired that in 2003. And since I joined, along with the help of the extremely talented team at Jonas, we've grown Jonas tremendously, over tenfold growth over the last 10 years, both in revenues and employees, and really set a good foundation for the future growth of Jonas to continue executing our strategy. If you look at Constellation today, it's acquired over 300 acquisitions in its history, and in order to do 300 acquisitions, we've probably studied well over 3,000 vertical market software businesses. And in doing so, we took very good notes in terms of what works in vertical market software and also what doesn't work in vertical market software. And we built what we call a playbook in terms of how to run great vertical market software businesses from all those experiences. And so we use that throughout our organization to help those companies that join our family. There's a couple things that make us unique. First thing is we're a buy and hold forever strategy. So when you take a buy and hold forever approach to acquisitions, you can be focused on the long term and maximizing the value of the long term for both your customers and your employees. The second thing I think I would point to is the expertise we have in vertical market software. I would say arguably our organization has more expertise in vertical market software than pretty much any other organization out there. I think the last thing that's extremely important is our decentralized nature and our multi-brand strategy. We don't smash businesses together to get economies of scale. We don't rebrand everything under the Jonas name. We believe there's tremendous value that have been built up in these businesses and the relationships with their customers and their employees and the brand value that's been built over many, many years. And we honor that tradition and we build upon that tradition as opposed to stripping it down, getting rid of employees and going for economies of scale. I would say if your goal for your business is to have it be a market leader in the vertical which it serves and to have a great home for your customers and your employees that you've built up over time, then I think we're the right place for it because that is our strategy. I think the most important thing is they have to be ready to sell the business, right? It's a very, very big decision for them, and a lot of times it's their biggest professional decision in their life. So they have to be convinced it's the right time to do a transaction. So I think that's the first and foremost thing. Then the second thing is, what do you hope to accomplish out of the transaction? So we've seen a number of transactions in our history, and in some cases, the owner, operator, founder, whatever the title may be, wants to stay in the business for a specific period of time or may want to exit the business quickly. And so understanding what role they want on a go-forward basis is extremely important so that we can get the right match. And we can handle both situations. We just need to understand what that situation is. The last thing really is, how much do they care about what happens to their customers, their employees, and the brand that they've built over so many years. And if it's extremely important to them that that brand lives on and those customers are well taken care of and the employees are well taken care of, then I think Jonas is an excellent home for that business. At Jonas, we think it's extremely important that we get the right match in terms of what the seller is looking for and what we can bring to the table.